Welcome everybody to Two Women Talking. I'm Natalie, and along with Sarah, we're going to be talking about thyroid secrets today. But before we get into the details of that, I want to talk about the purpose of our weekly talks. And that's really to support women to nourish and keep life simple. Let's face it, we are bombarded today with so much information. And Sarah and I are really committed to just giving you really clear information that can help simplify your life, that you can implement, and that you can, create some changes in your life to make it just smoother and easier. So I hope you find value. Please leave comments if you do. Love to hear from you. But before we get started, Sarah, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, my name is Sarah DeCiccio. I'm a mother of 2 young kids, and I'm a certified holistic health coach. And my passion and my love is always talking about gut health and how you can deal with food sensitivities. So if you want to learn more about me, you can head over to my website, www.findingyourwellspot.com.
Awesome. And I'm Natalie Stratton. I am the creator of Create a Beautiful Life Retreats. I'm also a lifestyle coach. I have a background as a certified personal trainer, and I have raised 3 amazing young adults. So that makes me a mom. So if you want to know more about what I'm about, please check me out on my name, www.nataliestratton.com, and sign up for my daily inspirations. I have an amazing gift of writing really cool mantras that just start your day off really, really right. So love for you to sign up for that. Okay, let's get started. Sarah, let's talk about thyroid secrets. First of all, what is it? What's a thyroid, and what does it do?
Well, thyroid is a gland. It's located right here. It's like a butterfly shape. And basically, the thyroid hormones, they regulate your metabolism of all cells in your body. So if something is going wrong with your thyroid, it usually affects your entire body. And some interesting stats, because I'm really passionate about the thyroid, because my mom, she suffers from Hashimotos disease, which is a thyroid dysfunction. And she's had it for, I believe, 20 years now. It's been quite a while. And so I've seen her suffer, and I've been kind of seeing the stages of her going through it. And just, of course, my path in the holistic arena, I'm learning more and a different way of viewing thyroid dysfunction. I've been giving her little tips and tricks on how to deal with it. And I think it is making a bit of a difference. And thyroid dysfunction is super common now. It's on the rise. Like autoimmune diseases, thyroid dysfunction is considered an autoimmune disease. It is on the rise. So some stats that I learned from some of my holistic friends like David Wolf, Yuri Alkim, the Evolution of Medicine team, a bunch of them were quoting some stats, and I found them pretty interesting. 20 million Americans have a thyroid condition, and 60% of them don't even know it. So, which is crazy. So more than 20% of people in the US population will develop a harmful thyroid condition during their lifetime, and 60% of those thyroid disease are unaware of their conditions. There's people walking around not feeling well, and they have no idea that it could possibly be their thyroid.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the symptoms. What would I be looking for per se, or what would you be asking me if I was one of your clients?
So some of the symptoms can be if you have unexplained weight gain or even weight loss, but mostly weight gain for most people. If you're really fatigued and exhausted. So my mom, for example, I remember she would work. By the time she got home from work, she didn't even care if she ate supper. She was so tired, she just wanted to go straight to bed. And a lot of people feel like that. They feel like they can sleep more than 8 hours. It doesn't matter how much they sleep or nap. They still feel completely exhausted and drained. That is definitely a symptom of a thyroid dysfunction. If you have anxiety, if you're pale, if your skin is really dry. I also have a close friend, who has a thyroid dysfunction. Her skin is so dry. I've never met anyone who goes through bottles of lotion or just soaks on the coconut oil and it just absorbs right away. That's how dry her skin is. If you have constipation, stomach issues, which a lot of people do have. If you have an increased sensitivity to the cold, If your hands are cold and your feet are cold all the time, they can never warm up. That's another symptom that you might have a thyroid dysfunction. Depression, if you have muscle aches or your joints are aching, if your hair is falling out, like I remember my mom as a kid, like her hair would just come out in chunks. Even when I was younger, when my health wasn't good, I was borderline having a thyroid issue. Now it's completely under control, no medication, but I've changed my lifestyle that way. But I remember my hair would fall out in chunks. If your eyebrows, if you're missing the last 2/3 of your eyebrows or they're thinning out, again, that's another sign that you may have a thyroid dysfunction. So a lot of different signs.
Wow. Yeah. There's A to Z. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. I mean, you're right. I can see where 60% of the 20 million don't even know they're walking around with an issue. For sure.
It's really one of the most, again, and this is what I'm learning from the holistic arena, like all the professionals are saying, it's one of the most undiagnosed conditions on the planet that nobody realizes that they have a thyroid issue.
Yeah. Okay. And if left untreated, then what?
If left untreated, then you can have even like severe fatigue, brain fog. I know a lot of people with thyroid conditions have brain fog. They can't think clearly. They're not as sharp. So they're scared that maybe they're going to, lose their job, or it affects relationships because you're just not as sharp. It leads to depression, related like mental health issues, because again, you're just in a depressed state. You have no energy, and you kind of just go down a hill that way. Again, weight gain, it can lead to diabetes. You can have high cholesterol. You can get heart disease. Another one that I'm really passionate about, like if you think about people today, women today who are struggling to get pregnant, they cannot get pregnant, and they go through in vitro, they're trying all these different things, going through hormone therapies. And really, some of them are not recognizing that they have a thyroid issue. If you have a thyroid issue that's going untreated, you will have infertility issues, or you will have birth defects with your baby, or you can even have miscarriages if you have a thyroid issue. But one of the things I've learned from even a thyroid summit that I was listening to, it was amazing how many women, which this affects more women than men, thyroid dysfunction, have a problem getting pregnant because of the thyroid dysfunction that they have no idea that they have.
Wow. I really hope those of you who are listening share this with anybody that you know is struggling with any of this, because to go and get this tested. How easy is it to go get tested, Sarah? Like what's the protocol? Do you know? Or am I totally asking you a question you're not ready for?
You know what? This might rub some people the wrong way. In the holistic arena, conventional doctors are kind of lacking in the solutions and the testing for thyroid.
Okay.
So if you do go see a functional medicine doctor, they will do all the tests. Usually a conventional doctor will only test certain parts of your thyroid and may not get the whole picture. So they might be missing certain areas, where functional medicine we'll do a little bit more testing that way. So that's a whole nother subject that is I know it's a little bit touchy at the same time, but I absolutely believe in it. And the whole purpose about talking about the thyroid at this point is that a pharmacist who also suffers with a thyroid dysfunction, who has it under control, has just released a documentary, a 9-part documentary series called The Thyroid Secret, that she's releasing March 1st for free for you to view. So you can see alternative ways to deal with thyroid dysfunction, or give you a different perspective, whether you're diagnosed or not diagnosed, whether you may even believe that you do have a thyroid dysfunction. I've had people that I've coached that, after learning some of the things I've told them, or some of their symptoms, and we're going through things, they strongly believe they have a thyroid dysfunction, and it's not until they go and see a functional medicine doctor that they actually get the full picture sometimes. So sometimes you're not getting the full picture. So anyways, I would love for anyone to see The Thyroid Secret by Dr. Isabella Wentz. She's amazing. She has so much knowledge about the thyroid. You can find the link to that free documentary series on my Facebook page. You can just go to Sarah DeCiccio, Finding Your Wealth Spot. I'll also link it in this video, so you can just click on it and sign up for it. Because again, right now, for a limited time, it is for free. So if you want to learn some great strategies, some different ways on how to regain your energy and basically regain your life back, because honestly, I've seen it firsthand how much it's affected my mom. This would be a documentary series that you do not want to miss.
Nice, nice. So I love about you, Sarah, you're just always always digging and finding and learning and just expanding. So thank you so much for sharing, because this is a big topic for sure, and we're just scratching the surface. So if you have any questions, reach out to Sarah. She's your girl. I know she's my go-to girl. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.